Closing bigger deals with bigger clients will not only give you stable cash flow for your agency or expert business, but it will motivate your team to actually perform at a high level and stay with you longer. Here's how you do it. I was having this conversation with an agency owner last week, and he was tired of having these beginners in his sales calls and basically tired of selling and serving beginners. He was making one of the most common mistakes that online entrepreneurs make. He was going too broad. Basically, because he was offering SEO and website building services, everybody with the website got a message from him. And he said, look, this is both a problem and a huge opportunity for you because this allows you to focus on a more affluent niche. Now, if you have a niche and you don't want to change the niche, I will share with you exactly what you can do to keep the niche and get higher level clients. So stick with me. But if you're still going a bit broad, this is your opportunity. I'm going to give you an example of exactly what we did with him, and you can correlate that to your specific business right now. So in his case, I said, what is one niche that you have familiarity with, that you understand deeply? Because regardless of whichever niche you choose, the market is going to be oversaturated. And the people who win in any market are the people who understand the niche better than anybody else, right? So I asked him, what's one niche that you have deep familiarity with, that you can speak on their pains, their problems, their challenges? And he said, you know what? I actually worked in the solar business for a while. I understand this niche deeply. I said, perfect. That is an excellent industry. And these guys have the resources to pay for a higher level service as well. But he had a lot of mindset issues that we are going to tackle as well in this conversation that we actually tackled that I'm going to share with you. Basically, exactly what we did, because none of these aspects work unless you fix your mindset issues as well. And you're going to see exactly what I mean in a moment. Now, let's say you do have a niche and you don't want to change the niche. Let's say you already selected an affluent niche and you just want higher quality leads, right, for your calls. The second aspect is having much higher standards for who you allow in your sales calls. I gave this challenge to my client Matthias. I challenged him to not get on calls with people who are not making at least 5K a month for his marketing services, right? He's a Facebook and YouTube ads expert. He did, right? And that leveled up his business instantly. It's the same thing for you. And it was the exact same thing that I challenged this agency owner to do last week. Have higher standards in terms of who you accept in your sales calls, who you accept in your free community, whoever you make your lead magnet for, right? Stop targeting beginners, stop speaking to beginners. Now, here's why these two aspects will not work, or rather, you will most likely do what 95% of online marketers do. They know the stuff, but they never implement it. And here's why. The conversation I had with the agency owner, because the strategy is easy, right? The strategy is simple. He started having so many doubts and so many fears that he brought up. I'm very grateful that he did bring them up because we could tackle them, we could discuss them in the call directly. Instead of thinking of reasons why he could do it, and this was an amazing idea why he should immediately implement all of these insights, his mind was programmed to think of aspects of reasons why this couldn't work, right? Like, for example, he was saying, well, the solar niche is really good, but most of these guys just have salespeople that go door to door, and maybe they're not interested in having great websites or great SEO services. And I said, look, this is how your mind is primed right now. Your mind is primed to look for reasons why you can't. But here's why this is going to work, and it's a great idea, right? And Thor is actually here with me. Hey, hey! Of course, he jumped over. He jumped on me. That's all. That's all the cue he needed to go crazy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Shades. Good boy. Brown. He drooled all over me. So I asked him, do you think that your audience, these solar businesses, would rather hire 2 or 3 more salespeople or have a killer website that produces leads every month on autopilot? And he's like, yeah, you're right, actually, you're right. And then I asked him, what do you think, what do you think their prospects will do immediately after their salesperson knocks on their door and leaves whatever information they have? They're going to check out their website, right? So if they have a crappy website, do you think they're going to be more likely to get the sale, or are their prospects going to check out their competition and buy from somebody else? And she's like, yeah, you're right. So these aspects do not work until you master your confidence, your business owner confidence. So that's the thing. Nothing will really change until you prime your mind to see reasons why you can attract this more abundant audience, why you are allowed to have higher standards. And guess what? When you raise your standards, there's going to be a dip in your number of sales calls, right? And let's say even your sales. But if you just stick through it, you stick with it, all of a sudden this is going to be your new standard. Because think about it. Before you were starting to attract these beginners in your sales calls for your services, there was a period where you were attracting nobody, right? And then all of a sudden that was your new standard. I have a lot of sales calls, but they're with beginners. It's the same immediately after you raise your standards. Now, is it worth it? 100%. It's going to be 100% worth it. But leveling up your confidence will always be needed in order to level up your business. A lot of business owners have it the other way around. They think, oh, when I have the success, when I get the numbers, that's when I will feel a lot more confident. It cannot be further from the truth. It's the other way around. Build up your confidence first. Your business will follow. It does not have a choice. The level of clientele you attract will follow. It does not have a choice. And if you want the fastest, most powerful way to level up your confidence, check out the link in the description. There's a free resource, a unique community of high-level entrepreneurs where you will find also resources in terms of leveling up your confidence, attracting high-level team members, building powerful systems that grow your business even when you're not there. But more importantly, you will get support from high-level entrepreneurs, right? We are very, very picky with who we allow in this community, and I hope that you will also be one of us. And this video is actually a response to a request from one of the members of our school community. So if you'd like me to talk about different topics, that's the best way to get in touch and let me know what you would like me to talk about next. And if you've enjoyed this video, you're probably going to find this video right here extremely useful to your entrepreneurial journey. Enjoy.